لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله.
Fazl is referring to be succeed for forgiveness.
To be,
Succeed.
to succeed,
To be succeed.
to be successful. What do you mean?
موفق شدن.
To succeed.
To succeed, yeah. To succeed for forgiveness. What rahmat is acceptance of forgiveness from Allah.
Why?
What?
What is the basis of this?
This is the all
No, because both Fazl and Rahma come from God. But to succeed is what the person does.
No, tawfiq from Allah.
So Fazl helps you to succeed. Not to succeed.
This is fazl for you to have this.
Okay, so if I receive Fazl from God, what does this do with me?
I will be successful.
To have opportunity for forgiveness.
Okay?
And rahmat is the acceptance of this forgiveness
Acceptance by whom?
by Allah.
Allah doesn't accept forgiveness. Allah gives us forgiveness. But what is the basis for this?
All of these are from Sunni's books.
No,
Because in
it's not.
all books
It's not a problem. There is no problem. Sunni, Shia, or whoever. But what is the basis? What is the argument for it?
So there are no basis for that. Because they just claim this without some of them bring some
Evidence.
narrations which we cannot
Okay.
accept.
What are the other five?
The other is Fazl is Islam and Rahmat is Quran. The other is that Fazl is acceptance or forgiveness from Allah. The first Rahmat was forgiveness, but the third is Fazl is forgiveness and Rahmat is mercy. No mercy after being forgiven. The fourth is Fazl is mercy, but Rahmat is delaying of punishment, and or sending prophets. Sending prophet is Rahmat for those who have been forgiven. And the last is to have time and to have this opportunity to be forgiven, and Rahmat is mercy.
So maybe it is only about one verse that someone said this, huh?
Yes, it is about our verse, but I refer to other verses.
Because all the cases that we have in the Quran about Fadl.
Yes, I refer, but there are some other differences which Mr. Manipur
Will mention.
I'm not
because we discussed these
Okay.
in our discussion.
Okay. So has anyone any other idea? Yes.
Of course.
Listen. Yes.
It's the only silent is of course.
Yes.
Yes, I think Fazl and Rahman are close to each other.
Yes. Yes.
But mostly Fazl related to the things that we can see it. Something like knowledge, science, and property. I think these things comes from the Fazlullah, not from Rahmatullah.
Who's the best?
Based on Quran. Really. For example, there are lots of verses. If you search the concept of Faz in the Nur al-Tafasir, this Jam al-Tafasir Nur, most verses that speak about Faz, the things, lots of them near to Rahman. But when we want to divide it from Rahman, we can say that the Faz related to the things that you can reach it in dunya. For example, knowledge, money, something like this. For example, يَبْتَغُونَ مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ means you can go and gaining money and yes.
For example, لولا فضل الله.
وَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ. وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ
Yeah, that's-
something that you can reach it in dunya, not وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ in akhirah. You can go and sell, buy something.
But isn't that also rahmah?
No, the rahmah doesn't relate to these things especially, yes.
Why?
There are close. We have a,
So do you accept that every fazl is also rahmah or not?
first I mentioned there are these close.
No, you said they are close. To be close doesn't explain that is every fazl rahmah or not.
What is the relationship between
Ah,
You know,
I believe every fazl is rahmah, but not the opposite. Not that every rahmah is fazl.
area of rahmah it's mostly related to akhirah. Related to the akhirah.
Rahmah, no. There are many cases in the Quran that rahmah is used for transportation, you know, for giving children. Men rahmatana, we gave, for example, him child. Many cases, rahmah is very far-reaching.
Maybe we can, but fast is especially for the this dunya. It doesn't relate.
No, it's not only for this dunya.
For example, not
Includes dunya.
Includes.
Includes.
It's one verse. We cannot.
No, lots
Yeah.
of verse. If you search lots of verses.
Yes.
You find just one.
You cannot limit, you cannot restrict to dunya. So definitely, I am not, for example, saying that you cannot argue against it. But I think it's very clear that every fazl falls under rahmah.
Every rahmah on their fast.
No. No, every rahmah doesn't.
Because of Fazlullah, he sent us the rahmah, his rahmah. You can say this.
If you want to say fazl is more general, you have to show a case that it is fazl but not rahmah.
And against this, we can say
We have Bismillah ar-Rahman
Yes,
ar-Rahim.
yes.
Everything from Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So everything from Rahman.
Everything is from rahmah. Whatever we receive from God is from rahmah. Fazl definitely comes under rahmah. Yes.
Maybe I think because according to the literature meaning of fazl, which means ziyadah,
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe fazl refers to unexpected rewards somehow.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if Allah said that I will give you this reward is from His rahmah. But when you go and He gives you more than what He told that He would give you, is fazl, is unexpected, is more than I think is maybe
Yeah.
different. So every fazl is rahmah, but not every fazl is fazl.
Yeah, getting very close. Any idea? Yes.
I was going to say that I don't know. I haven't reached a proper conclusion, but fuzz is something that is always to compare, and it's a khas of a rahmah, which is but it's something that brings daraja and level between people, because fuzz, for example, fuzz is about the prophets being over the people, or men being over women, or having more risk than other people. So it's always comparative. Two is always related to people, whilst rahmah is related to the whole creation. And so if it's related to people is to compare, then you can say that through fuzz, Allah creates daraja in people. So, and somehow that is linked with knowledge as well. I don't know how, but so the more knowledge comes through fuzz, not through specific through fuzz, then more to rahmah. Something to along those lines.
Rahmah can include also knowledge.
But because it's something that fuzz something that brings levels and daraja between people, and we would say that the thing that
Rahmah the same.
in the Quran it's more comparing fuzz when compares people with daraja.
Yeah, because one meaning of faddala is to raise someone over another person. Yes. Mr. Mehrizi?
Yeah, I found some points from Taslim.
Yes.
He said we have two kinds of fast.
Mm-hmm.
One kind is depend on the unbeliever, it's general, and some kind we have for believers. So it seems according to these names, Faz is more general than Rahman.
Why?
It's opposite of
Why?
idea. I don't know.
No, how did you-
Because he didn't bring,
No, how did you understand from that?
Yeah.
Because Rahma is also for believers and unbelievers.
I found some support for this idea from some literature book, some like التحقيق في كلمات القرآن from Abdullah Mustafavi. He after search among different literature books, he claimed that فاز والفاز من الله تعالى عبارة عن عطائه زائدا على ما هو اللازم. And he continue from some masadir, some kinds of faz, we can say like rahma. ومن مصادره الرحمة والأجر العظيم والرضوان منه تعالى والعفو والمغفرة. It seems that fast is more general than rahma. I think the audience said even unbelievers and infidels can take their fast from Allah Ta'ala. But as you know,
Rahma is the same.
No, rahma is for just for believer.
No, Rahmat al-Rahmani and Rahmat al-Rahimi.
It's opposite of Rahmaniyat. Rahman and Rahim. Rahman is
Rahma includes both. We have two types of Rahma. Rahma, which is inclusive, and Rahma, which is only for the believers.
because you know, we separate the meaning of Rahman and Rahim.
Yes, but not Rahma.
Rahmat al-Rahman is
Yeah.
both.
Both are Rahma.
As I understood, Rahma is originated from Rahim.
No, it's the opposite. Rahim is from Rahma.
Rahim and Rahman.
Both Rahim and Rahman come from Rahma. Yes.
Verse 58 of Surah Yunus.
And what was the verse about kuffar?
I don't know, he just claimed I couldn't find his proof and evidence,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But he referred to some verses, for example, also maybe we can reject the idea of my brother Ali Yamin, because he said it's not just for example, this verse, وَلَوْلَا فَضْلُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ وَرَحْمَتُهُ مَا زَكَى مِنْكُمْ
من أحد. There are many cases that it's about.
This,
in many cases.
I told you that what we emphasized in this verse,
Yeah.
especially in this verse, he said it's very
I want to
important.
insist on my point.
Yes,
For most of
it's not surprising.
really, when I search again, most of them is related to dunya. Maybe sometimes it's related to akhirah, maghfirah, but at that time.
What do you mean by
related to
dunya?
akhirah, it's
What do you mean by dunya? You mean
something
worldly
that you can
affair?
see it, touch it, and
No.
understand.
لولا فضل الله عليكم ورحمته لاتبعتم الشيطان إلا قليلا.
And you go.
علمك ما لم تكن تعلم وكان فضل الله عليك عظيما. Can you see this fazl? It's not a material.
It's close to Rahman. Here, because إذا اجتمع افترق وإذا افترق اجتمع. As Rahmat can be.
لولا فضل الله عليكم ورحمته ما زكى منكم من أحد. This is not dunya. إذا اجتمع الآن اجتمع. اجتمع. Okay, we listen to him. We should also hurry because we want to. Yes.
Excuse me, Surah Yunus, verse 58. Allah says, the verse is called بفضل الله وبرحمته فبذلك فليفرحوا. Allah says it may be Faz is the general and the
Rahman is specific.
Rahman is specific. Or Faz is Rahman, means Rahman, and Rahmat is the special Rahmat, special mercy on Mu'mineen.
Why?
it brings the evidence that is. Let me read it. The one paragraph.
Yeah.
ممکن است این احتمال را بدین گونه تقویت کنیم که در جمله ببخشید فضل الله و برحمته حرف با که باعث سببیت است هم بر سر فضل در آمده و هم بر سر رحمت. چون تکرار این حرف اشعار دارد بر اینکه هر یک از فضل و رحمت سببی است مستقل و منظور از هر دو یک چیز نیست. هرچند که در جمله ذالک فلیفرحوا حرف با بر سر کلمه ذالک که اشاره به هر دو است آمده و آدمی خیال می‌کند که منظور از فضل و رحمت یک چیز است که اشاره را مفرد آمد و نفهمیده فبذالکما ولی که این مفرد آمدن برای این نبوده که بفهمد منظور از فضل و رحمت یک چیز است بلکه منظور این بوده که بفهمد سود حاصل از مجموع فضل و رحمت آنقدر بیشتر از سود حاصل از فضل به تنهایی است که جا دارد انسان عاقل فرح و سرور خود منحصر در آن کند و از سود حاصل از فضل منافع دنیایی و مادی را به تنهایی مصرف نکند.
Support me, yes?
Yeah.
Why it's referring to the both?
Yeah. Okay. You have an answer?
If you want to finish the time, yeah, no. If I have time.
Yes.
I think as originally means something more, something extra than you deserve or than what I have planned. Okay, I plan something and I give you more, something more than I have planned. And this can be also rahmah. Okay, I have planned, for example, if you study good, I give you 10, for example, $. And when I want to give it, I give, for example, 12, 11. Something more. That something more is fadl. But what is the relation with rahmah? To be brief, I think rahmah has two meanings, general and specific. According to general meaning, all fazl are considered rahmah. But according to a specific one, we cannot say that all fadl are rahmah, or a specific rahmah can include fadl too. It is not the case. Why?
What is the specific meaning?
Rahmat khasa, rahmat amma.
Okay, so when it is rahmat khasa, it's not a new meaning. The meaning is the same.
Yes.
Okay? But it is applied to different cases. It's not that we have two meanings for rahmah. One is general, one is specific. It's one term with what meaning? One meaning.
For two applications.
Yeah, like for example, when we say water, we can use it for water which is water of Qom or water of Tehran or water of Isfahan, but the meaning is the same. Or when we say man, this man can be a good man or bad man. But the meaning of man is the same. That is musta'malun fi, not the meaning. Musta'malun fi means the case for which you have used this is different.
Those cases that rahmah includes and covers are clear, and it's not.
So you accept that every fazl is rahmah.
I said in general meaning yes, but in a specific one no, because of this verse. Because of the verse of Al Imran number 118, it says, وَلَا يَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ يَقْبَلُونَ بِمَا آتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ هُوَ خَيْرٌ لَهُمْ بَلْ هُوَ شَرٌ لَهُمْ. Those extra opportunities that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to the kafir,
That is rahmah.
is fazl.
This is also rahmah.
But
It is because of Allah's rahmah that they can survive.
بَلْ هُوَ شَرٌ لَهُمْ.
Okay.
In general rahmah, yes. In general meaning of rahmah, yes, you're right. But about the specific rahmah, I mean for these people, it is not rahmah.
The life of Yazid was rahmah or not?
The life, you cannot say it's fazl.
It's fazl also because
No.
Allah is giving him the ability to continue.
It is not something more. If
No.
there is a kafir,
No.
okay,
Read the ayah.
وَلَا يَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ يَبْخَلُونَ بِمَا آتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ.
Okay. Atahumullah min fadl includes their money, their life, any blessing that Allah has given them. They shouldn't think that because Allah has given them this, it is really benefiting them. Allah gives them this, but they misuse it, so it becomes against them.
It does not include all what they have. It's just it's about those cases that Allah gives them more. For example, a kafir is rich, is a rich man. That property.
Okay, if Yazid lives 200 years, it is rahmah or not?
It is not.
Why?
Rahmah, yes. Rahmah in general meaning yes.
So you cannot say fazl doesn't fall under rahmah.
Excuse me.
That life itself is not fazl. It is not something more.
No, I'm saying the other way. I'm not saying every rahmah is fazl. I'm saying every fazl is rahmah.
Every fazl is rahmah, okay?
Okay. Even in this case, it is rahmah.
So in this case, is talking about those extra monies.
It's rahmah. It's from rahmah. We don't have any source for receiving something from God unless it comes through rahmah. You don't have any other quality that you can justify why God gives something except from rahmah. Yes, but they misuse it.
Excuse me.
If Allah gives you a child and then you don't look after the faith of this child, it becomes an enemy of God. So this rahmah, you have made it against yourself. But this is rahmah. Yes.
I don't know what this says. As you said, every fast is rahmah. Because
Okay.
of
Mr. Mehrizi.
But after that, he says, if we consider that God promised something, okay, if you do something, I will do something, okay. So here if God keep his
Promise. It's not fazl.
it's not that, yes, and he do his rahmah. But if we give you more, this is fast.
So rahmah is more general than that.
Yes. So rahmah is more general than fadl. Fadl is when Allah gives something beyond your expectation. Something which is too good to believe, in normal, relations. For example, if every day Allah gives me a piece of bread, this is rahmah. But we don't say this is fazlullah. Yeah? But if Allah gives lots of money to me, this is ذَلِكَ مِنْ فَضْلِ رَبِّي. Or Prophet Sulaiman was given such a expanded government. ذَلِكَ مِنْ فَضْلِ رَبِّي. But if Allah gives me, for example, a house which is very little, end of Niruga, so maybe I cannot say ذَلِكَ مِنْ فَضْلِ رَبِّي. Yeah? Of course, in a sense, in a sense, of course, even one little thing that we receive from Allah is great. But this is not the way He Himself calls this. When you look at the Quran and the Quranic cases, Fadl is a favor from God which is more than you expect. So if I have something which is just enough or less than enough, we don't use fazl. But if something is more, and therefore, when it comes, for example, to reward, if I work for you 1 hour and the normal payment for 1 hour is, for example, 5,000 to month. If you give me 5,000 to month, this is not fazl. Or even if you give me 5,500 to month, this is not fazl. But instead of 5,000, you give me 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. This is fazl. means something which goes beyond expectation. I can expect to give me a little more. But if you give something that I am shocked, I cannot accept. I think maybe you made mistake. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He gives something as fadl, He gives so much that you cannot, believe it. It's too much. Why Allah has given me too much? So there is no way to explain this according to the normal rules. Normal rules that work in transactions. It's only a person who is very, very generous can treat you like this. In the market, no one treats like this, even good people. Okay? This is the meaning of fadl. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has great favor sometimes for believers and unbelievers, and sometimes only for believers. It depends on the case. Maybe He gives lots of money to a person who is not believing in God. This is fadl. Yeah? And it can happen. But also He has some types of fadl which is only for believers. Like for example, when you go to Arafat, all your sins are forgiven. This cannot be anything other than fadl. Because if you ask forgiveness, for each sin, one by one, and then they are forgiven, this is rahmah. But this is a special rahmah that is in the form of fazl that forgives all your sins. Maybe you don't even remember them to ask forgiveness for them. So fadl is the rahmah which Allah gives. Either you don't deserve, or even if you deserve, you don't deserve that much. It's much, much more than what you deserve, if you deserve. And sometimes you don't deserve. Like for example, if Allah gives money to someone, he doesn't deserve this. But if it is a matter of reward or forgiveness, maybe you deserve a little, but Allah gives much more. This is fadl. Yes.
Excuse me, sometimes, for example, maybe Allah don't give something to somebody out of His rahmah. For example, He knows if He gives me wealth, I will go the wrong path. So it is out of His rahmah. And but if I wasn't a believer, from a kafir, maybe Allah has given me that money and that wealth. Is it also the rahmah? Because doesn't giving it is rahmah for sure. Is giving it rahmah also considering that Allah knows that I would spend it in the wrong path and it would cause my corruption? Is also rahmah?
Yeah.
And is it in a specific meaning of rahmah?
Yeah. This is a very good question. Can you repeat your question?
Yes. For example, I'm as a believer, maybe I want Allah to give me wealth. And Allah doesn't give me that kind of money and wealth because He knows if I had that kind of money, I would go the wrong path. But maybe an unbeliever, he wants Allah the same money. Allah gives him knowing that he would spend it in the wrong path. So the first case is out of His rahmah, He doesn't give me the money. Is it in the second case also out of His rahmah, He gives the unbeliever the money or not?
Did you get the question?
Expect God to give you money because we don't believe in God at all.
No, it's not the question of fazl. This is another issue. If Allah gives something to someone and that person is going to misuse it, so it becomes against him. Okay?
Verse says exactly this one. I recited the verse which exactly says this. Allah gives some extra thing to those non-believers to go work.
Yeah. No. His question is this still rahmah of God?
Yeah,
So I say yes, it is rahmah. He suggests that maybe it's not rahmah, because rahmah is when it is used in the proper way. But Allah knows that I'm going to misuse it, and He gives me, so it is not rahmah. The answer is that this is very important question.
I think this question was different. It says sometimes Allah spares something and does not give it to somebody, and it's a sort of rahmah to that person.
No.
I think he's saying
No, he says because Allah loves me, for example, He doesn't give me. But maybe He doesn't love someone and He gives him so that he goes to the wrong direction. So is it rahmah?
The first one is rahmah for sure.
Yeah, we are talking about the second one. Is it rahmah that Allah gives power, for example, or money to someone who is going to misuse it? Is it rahmah or not?
Yeah. Because the fa'il is there, but
We say yes, it is rahmah of Allah.
You know that he is going to.
For example, go give some skin
Yeah,
to people who
he is going to misuse it.
Rahmah, of course.
Pardon?
Giving a skin to somebody who want to kill the others, it's rahmah. Skin is ni'mat, faz. He doesn't even expect God to give him a skin, but it isn't rahmah. I know you are a killer and I give you a skin. It's rahmat from me.
Knife.
Excuse me.
Okay, this person who has life from Allah, who has power from Allah, aren't these ni'mah of Allah that Allah will ask him, why you have misused my ni'mah? La tus'alunna yawma idhin anin na'im. Is it only for the people who use it in proper way, so it is rahmah? Because if you say that this is not rahmah, means this is not ni'mah. And ni'mah is only for the people who use it in the proper way.
For example, a child that he has has no knowledge about anything, and we give them a knife, and we can't ask them, we give you a knife, why do?
No, we give to the people who are mature and they can make decision. Those who are responsible. My understanding is this. Nothing other than rahmah comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But people react differently to the rahmah from Allah. They can use it properly, they can misuse it. If they misuse it, it doesn't mean that something bad came from God. He gave something good. And He gives even good to the people that He knows they are going to misuse it. But because of His rahmah, He gives to everyone. So when He gives life, when He gives intelligence, some of bad people might be very clever, might be intelligent, might have money, might have children, might have power. This is all ni'mah from Allah. And Allah is going to ask them. If it is not rahmah and ni'mah, so Allah shouldn't ask them.
So the istidraj is sort of rahmah, huh?
Istidraj is also the same thing, that you keep giving good things to the person.
The nature is rahmah, but the way it is
Okay, so like what? I give you water, but you may suffocate yourself by water. This is your problem.
Giving more water to this person, giving more water and pouring more water into his throat.
I didn't suffocate you. I gave you water and you could use it properly. If Allah wants to give only to the good people, then the whole design of the world would change. If we are going to give only to the people who are going to be good people, so ikhtiyar is useless then. Allah gives rahmah to everyone. Allah gives His blessings to everyone. Even those that He knows are going to disobey Him, He gives them His rahmah. Then it's responsibility of every person to use it properly.
I think to giving more opportunity to these people is right. There's nothing wrong with this. But calling this rahmah, I think this is the question. Calling this, we're not supposed, to call this rahmah. It could be, for example, ni'mah or I don't know.
Ni'mah is also rahmah, from rahmah.
Ibtila, fitna, I don't know.
No, that's another thing. Giving rahmah or ni'mah to people is also at the same time trying and testing them. But what is important is, this is very fundamental concept. From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nothing other than rahmah comes. Even his punishment is rahmah.
Rahmah for whom?
And therefore, rahmah has no opposite. Ghadab is opposite to rida, anger and pleasure. But there is nothing opposite to rahmah. You don't find, intiqam, everything that he does is out of rahmah. Yeah. Everything he does. Pardon?
If you do ghazab,
Ghazab is not opposite to rahmah.
rahmat wa ghazab.
No. Ghazab wa reza, not ghazab wa rahmat.
We have Sabat Rahmatul Ghazaba.
So it means that they are not in the same level. Sabaqat rahmatuhu ghadaba, it doesn't mean that these are conflicting each other. It means that his rahmah is in a more fundamental level than ghadab. They don't meet each other. They don't fight each other. This is a beautiful interpretation of this sabaqat.
Interpretation says that, but
No, it's Quranic. Rahmah is including everything. Rahmati wasa'at kulla shay. So even when Allah is angry with someone, Rahmati wasa'at kulla shay. Azabi usibu bihi man asha wa rahmati wasa'at kulla shay. So even when Allah is angry, He is still Rahim and Rahman.
I agree with you, but
It can be
Kulla shay.
everything. It can be include everything.
Not it can be.
no, wasa.
Wasa'at.
Past.
رَبَّنَا وَسَعْتَ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ رَحْمَةً وَعِلْمًا. Is there any exception for Allah's knowledge? Can you say there is something that Allah doesn't know? No. The same is with His rahmah. There is nothing that Allah's rahmah has not reached. You cannot find anything that is out or away or far from Allah's rahmah. Yes.
I agree with you, but the point is about justification. For example, if I, as a father, as a parent, I buy some toy for my children, and I know that he would kill himself with this toy, and I'm aware of that. Can we consider this rahmah when I know that he would harm himself with this toy?
How do you know it? You know it because He is going to do this. Without giving him this to him, you don't know that he's going to do this. Our understanding of the knowledge of God is, I think, not always right. We think that God knows what is going to happen, and then He can stop that. He knows what is going to happen because that is going to happen.
But we have.
You cannot, change it. You say, now that you knew, so change it.
But in the case of believers, we have the voice.
Pardon?
Islam killed that child because he knew that in the future he was going to mistake his father.
No, that's different. That is different. That is two different avenues. That if he was going this avenue, that was the result. If it was going to, but when Allah knows that at the end what is going to happen, they cannot change. What is in Lawh Mahfuz cannot change.
Yes.
Conditionally, yes. Something which is conditional, yes.
We have many hadiths that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not give property and money to some mu'mineen because He knows that because of having this money, this property, He's going to put them for.
No, that is conditional. That is not fixed and decisive.
So giving and not giving both are rahmah. Maybe one of them is more rahmah than the other one, but both are rahmah.
As far as Allah is concerned, only rahmah comes from Him. As far as we are concerned, our response is different. Sometimes we use His rahmah in a nice, reasonable way, and this brings more and more rahmah. Sometimes we misuse it, then it brings for us troubles, problems, pains, punishment. But this is from us. إلا خسارة.
But the case is,
لئن شكرتم لأزيدنكم ولئن كفرتم إن. These لئن كفرتم aren't given ni'mah. If they are not given ni'mahs, why they should be thankful? If right from the beginning it was punishment,
Allah,
they should be thankful for what?
excuse me, Allah Himself said it's punishment. During your argument,
Punishment is rahmah. Punishment is rahmah.
yeah,
even
I'm
punishment is that.
you talked about those three things which are necessary for life. We are not talking about that. We are not talking about the prerequisites of life.
No, he says you shouldn't give this to the people that they are going to be bad. If you have rahmah, you shouldn't give them.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, for punishing some people, I give them more. I'm going to punish some people. This punishment for all people who live in the world is rahmah, yes, you're right. But for that person, the punishment of that person for himself, is it rahmah too?
Yes.
I think it's
It's a two different meaning, I think, two different levels.
Because if he is not punished, okay?
Yes.
If he is not punished, then he, for example, if I am not grateful, Allah punishes me by not giving me more.
Now, excuse me, talk about punishments. You punish one of the students because of not studying, okay?
Okay.
For the
Then in future he studies.
yeah. No, in the hell we don't have any future.
Okay. The only thing that this, the only thing which is difficult is eternal punishment. The only thing which is difficult to explain is, and this is why some mystics, they don't believe in eternal punishment. But we, according to the apparent meanings of the Quran and Hadith, we believe in the eternal punishment.
The next world punishment,
But-
not eternal.
Pardon?
The next world
No,
punishment cannot
because sometimes punishments are temporary.
okay, temporary.
And for example, he goes few years to hell,
Okay.
then he is cleansed and he goes to heaven.
Does he repent? Does he do something himself? He doesn't do
It's not
something.
important whether, if he does it, then he would not be punished. If he doesn't do it, he would be punished.
Yeah. What is the effect of this punishment?
He's clean. He goes and he will be clean. The only problem is eternal punishment.
for the eternal one.
And for eternal punishment, what you can say, what do you want to say? You can say that this is not Allah's punishment in the sense that it's like a punishment that a court is deciding. This punishment is is just to make it obvious what was inside this person. He has a fiery nature. Okay? So those who are eternally in heaven, they are themselves fire. It's not that we take an innocent, nice person and we put it in hell. These are the people that even fire complains about them. When you put some people like these people into hell, hell would suffer. Do you accept or not?
It's not rahmah.
Is Allah.
It comes from Allah, but it's not rahmah, the eternal punishment. You cannot say it's rahmah.
No.
Yes, there is the nature for them. It's something derived from their nature. But also it's something from God.
Yeah, but
Can we consider it rahmah from God?
rahmah from God cannot be broken and understood separately. You have to take everything together. Like for example, if I want to understand why I have hair here, maybe I cannot understand unless I look at the whole picture of my face. I don't think you can understand hell without understanding the whole creation of Allah. Yeah. For example, if you look at in one society and it says they spend lots of money on prisons, say why they spend money on prison? It's better if they have no prison and they don't spend any money on prisons. But if you understand the whole system and they have a school, they have universities, they do lots of other things, but they have also a place for criminals. Then you understand, oh, these are wise people. But if you only say, I want to focus on prison, then say, why we should spend money on prison? So, if you go to a house, and if you look at only the toilet, then you cannot understand why they have made such a big house for this toilet. But you know that, no, this is for many other purposes. And this is only marginal. Hell is like a toilet. And you cannot understand it unless you understand the whole thing.
It's a quotation.
There is living room, there is guest house, there are lots of other places, there is garden, everything, and there is also toilet.
I can understand the fact that everything is Rahman.
Yes. Pardon?
Considering the existence as Rahman, Allah is the pure existence, so everything comes from the pure existence, the kind of existence that is the kind of Rahman. It's obvious. But we are not talking about the essence of the existence, which is Rahman. We are talking about the actions of Allah, what He does and what and His actions. I think
Yes.
Why we insist that nothing comes from Allah but Rahman in the field of actions. Maybe Allah punished somebody out of Rahman. Why we insist on this idea?
Because from the essence which is perfect, which is pure, which is kind, no badness comes.
It's two different aspects.
If there is something bad, it's relative. It's not possible to have something which is absolutely bad from Allah. You know, forget Allah. Even with someone that you know, for example, you have a, I don't know, father or, you know, someone, he's very nice man. Even he doesn't, you know, for example, annoy animals. You don't expect from such a person then to burn someone. So if, for example, he gives a car to someone and that person has an accident and is burnt, you don't blame him. We don't expect even kind people to do bad things. How can we expect Allah doing bad things?
It's not a bad thing.
So it can be relatively bad. Allah gives rahmah, but that person makes it bad for himself. This is possible. Bad for himself, but it's rahmah.
It's
I
not
think
even
it's
relatively bad.
two different.
Based on the tajassum al-amal, it's not even relatively bad.
Pardon?
It's his own fault. It's not Allah's fault to be burned in the hell.
Yeah, but for him life is bad because now it's painful.
It's not Allah's fault.
No, I'm not saying Allah, but Allah has given him this life.
No,
Without Allah's,
eternity,
without Allah giving him life, he cannot be existent. So, what is important? Of course, this is very important issue, and we can continue discussing this. I think the main challenge is only eternal punishment, and anything else can be explained. Even, you know, Imam Ali alayhi salam says in Dua Kumel, لولا ما أقسمت به من تعذيب جاحديك وإخلاد معانديك لجعلت النار كلها بردا وسلاما. Okay, this is a requirement of his rahmah. But أقسمت من تعذيب جاحديك وإخلاد معانديك. Is it because Allah's rahmah finishes? You know, he says, okay, I have rahmah just up to this extent. This is more than my rahmah. No. This is for a benefit, for a wisdom. And that cannot be understood if you just focus on this. If you want to understand, you have to understand the whole story of creation. This is my understanding, you know, the case of toilet. But if you have better explanations, I am happy to discuss it next week, inshallah. We can next week discuss this and then continue. Maybe we are moving slowly, but I think these are important questions, inshallah we can. But please, study and come, not come and study in the class. Your laptops should be used before class. In the class for making notes. In this way, then it's better. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.